name's Anna Linter, and I'm Head of Delivery for Learning Solutions for Cambridge University Preston Assessment. I'm based in Cambridge, but I lead a team of 17 people who are based in Mexico, Cambridge, and Spain. And we deliver products and we adapt products for key accounts and for customers around the world.
Hi there, I'm John Grant, and I'm the Head of Learning Solutions Key Accounts. So I work with our offices all over the world, and we deliver bespoke projects for our biggest customers. So typical day for me is in the morning working with our team in Asia, either talking to customers or talking to our team. And we look at how projects are going and look at potential new projects. And as the rest of the world comes online, I work with them as well. So the good thing about it is that everything's very varied. We deliver a lot of different types of projects. So no one day is exactly the same.
Hi everyone, my name is Tracy Griffin and I'm a product owner working alongside John and Anna. My role is to assess potential new projects, and I also oversee editorial colleagues and the progress of projects. Like John, there's no typical day at work, it's quite varied. And yeah, it's lots of working with our overseas colleagues, assessing opportunities.
Hello everyone, my name is Celia Driver and I'm a commissioning editor for Learning Solutions in Cambridge, based in Cambridge. I work on various projects for different markets, but actually my first language is Portuguese, European Portuguese, so I do have a very special connection with PES and PES students and teachers. So it's been really good fun being involved in this project.
Celia, so our first question is, what are the steps of developing a course book, and what would be your favorite step of this process, please?
So I suppose the very first step would be to work very closely with our customers and with the Cambridge teams to fully understand the requirements that our customers have for a new project. We like to do this in Learning Solutions. We like to make sure we truly understand what our customers are looking for and to be very open with them about what we can deliver and what we will deliver. Then we would move on to developing a syllabus. Then we would try to find the right authors, the right editors, and the various experts and consultants that will be involved in the project, and we will get them on board. Then we would agree on a schedule. Then we would move on to briefing authors, editors, designers, typesetters, etc., everyone who's involved. And then we would actually get going with developing the manuscript with the authors and the editors, providing feedback, suggestions to make sure that we achieve the best possible quality standards. We would also agree on design. We would select suitable images and illustrations to make sure the materials are as attractive and suitable for the target audience as possible. And then we would move on from manuscript to the proof stages, working very closely with designers, typesetters, editors, proofreaders, making the necessary corrections. We would also share the proofs with our customers and receive their feedback and make sure we integrate their feedback in the proofs to make sure that they are as close as to their expectations as possible. And throughout the whole process, we would make sure to run regular quality control checks to make sure that our quality standards and our customers' quality standards are met. I suppose my favorite step of the process comes when I get to see the actual printed books on my desk and I get to see how the initial ideas have turned out in an actual object that exists. That's always very, very exciting. And another favorite step of the whole process would be receiving feedback from our customer when the teachers and students actually start using the materials in the classroom. So I'm always very, very curious to find out how it works in the classroom, because I'm constantly imagining how it would be as I'm working on the manuscript and the proofs.
Awesome. Thank you, Celia. Thank you very much. I have a question for Tracy now. Tracy, what's the most challenging part for you?
So the most challenging part is probably the amount of internal paperwork we have to do at project setup stage. There's so many people involved. You've got to have lots of conversations, create lots of documents in order to set up the project. And also, because of the nature of the projects our team does, we have to sometimes do things slightly quicker than other departments, and it's finding ways to question processes that don't work as quickly or as an efficient way as we would like it to work. So that can be challenging at times, trying to find a process that works for multiple people, multiple departments. But it's also really interesting as well, because it's an opportunity to influence change in processes which can benefit others too.
And could you please tell us a bit more about your collaboration with PES?
So we work really closely with PES, and together it's sort of creating a Cambridge course which is shaped by PES, and we've scoped out the key features and components of the course. We've spoken about design, the title, what the cover's going to look like. We worked really closely together creating a sample unit so we could really fine-tune the concept of the course and the design. We also share and discuss manuscript content as well as proof content, and we meet regularly to discuss this, and also feedback from teachers, which is really helpful in finding out how we can adjust things. So moving the workbook answer keys offline and into the print teacher's book, which is something we're exploring at the moment. So yeah, we work really closely together on all different aspects of the project, and it's great.
All right. And John, how does Mission English bring more value to PES?
Yes, thank you. So when we talk about education, and value, I think we should really focus on the learner outcome, right? That's what we're all in this for, is essentially helping the learners get the best outcome they can have. So the fact that the PES team, as Tracy's just said, have worked so closely with Cambridge means that we've got a set of learning materials that matches the context for the PES students, and it matches their needs. And at the end of the day, that's going to lead to better outcomes for the students. And that's the sort of best value that we're all hoping for, right, is those better outcomes. And it's that close partnership and developing these materials that I think will lead to those better outcomes.
And John, why is it important for students to take a proficiency test?
Yeah, it's a great question, isn't it? So there's a few benefits to taking tests. So, for example, if you take a proficiency test, it can highlight some of the areas that you need to work on, some of your weaknesses. And as you get up, as your levels progress, you can use a test to prove your skills to the rest of the world, to get onto a course you want to do, to get to a university you want to enter, those kind of things. But personally, for me, the most important benefit of doing a proficiency test is the motivation it brings you. It's having that kind of clear structure and focus that I'm studying towards this. And if it's a well-designed test, that's going to absolutely help with you improving your language levels. It's focusing on that and having a clear goal.
Great. And I have a question for Anna now. Anna, how does it feel being born in the UK and therefore not having to study English as an additional language? Like Brazilians, all the Brazilians here, right? How does it feel?
It's a good question. So I do feel like I'm very privileged to have been born into an English speaking culture when English has so much influence and it can open so many doors. But actually, I think I might be in the minority in Cambridge. Most of the people that we work with don't have English as their first language, or certainly a good number of people. And one of the criteria for coming into our editorial team is that you have taught English. So you understand the process, you understand what it is to be in the classroom. I did that as well. I taught in Germany and I taught in Namibia before I started working here. And I do think that learning a language brings so much more than just words. So you learn about a new culture, you learn new ways of thinking, you get new perspectives on things. Just being able to read in a different language can open up a whole new world to you, and you get new friends. So I learned German, I learned it at school, at university, I lived in Germany, and it's really important for me to keep that up now as well, and make sure that I'm using that. And I encourage my children to keep their German up as well, and to learn new languages at school. So the language they're learning at school is Spanish.
All right, so I think this is it, right? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank
See you
you. Take care.
soon.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.